Hi all. Hai semua orang. Wah, tak ramai lagi. Kita tunggu sampai 4-2 minit macam tu ataupun 4-3 minit kita start. Okay, so please do make sure you key in the attendance for today. So please key in the attendance for today. Pastikan semua orang key in untuk hari ni. Okay, so do make sure to key in your attendance. Okay. Okay, so now let us continue then. Okay, so indices, set and logarithms. So today we are going to learn about set and logarithm. So firstly, you should be able to explain the meaning of a set and its conjugate and then perform algebraic operations on set. So this is only for set. Later on, we're going to go for logarithm. Okay, so irrational numbers written in the root form, square in the root form. So yang tu kalau tak ada tu kita panggil square root lah. Or third root or cubic root or n root to express its value. So set 2, set 5 are set. Set of 9, that is not a set. That is because some set can be simplified to a mixed set. Tapi set 9 tadi sebab kita boleh dapat 3. Okay, so some set can be simplified to a mixed set. So for 12, so 12 is actually 2 set of 3. Okay, so rule set, so we have a few things. So set of A times B. So if you have some multiplication inside of the set, we can actually separate our set. So set A times with set B. And then if you have square root of A over B, that is actually set A over set B. A, set plus minus with C, set B. If both of them are having square root of B, so square root of B, this is square root of B. So we can actually add the A and C together, A plus C, or we can subtract them. So it will become A minus C. So A plus C or A minus C times with square root of B. Okay, so therefore, if we have set of A times with A, so that will simply be A. If we have set of A plus with set of A, so it will come to set A. Okay, so if we have set A plus with set B, if you square them, that will simply mean we have 2 set A plus set B. So set A plus set B, set A plus set B. So you expand them, set A plus set times with set A, so it will become A. Set A times with set B, so it will become set AB. So set A, set B, so it will become set AB. And then set B times with set A, that is also set A. Set B times set 2, that is equal to B. So one thing to remember is an addition to the set, never separate your set. So square root of A plus B, so this is not equal to of A plus square root of B. That means if let's say set of 2 plus 3, so this is actually not equal to set of 2 plus with set of 3. So it's not the same thing. Okay, next. algebraic operation on two complex numbers. Okay, so we can do addition or subtraction. So this is allowed for the same set. So if we have set 2 and set 2, so we can actually add them or subtract them. Okay, so add or subtract the number outside of the set. So I'm going to show you on, for example, or they give you some example over here. So 4 set 7 minus with 2 set 7. So we have the same set over here, 7 set 7. So then you can do 4 minus with 2. That is how you get 2 over here. So 2 set 7. And then if you have 5 set 2 plus with 3 set 3, so we cannot do an addition because this is set of 2, this is set of 3. So it's not the like or the same set, so we cannot add them together. Okay, so now we can actually multiply. Ni bukan two complex number, salah. Two sets. Okay, next, multiplication. Okay, so multiply the numbers of the set together and the number inside the set together, then simplify. Okay, so for example, if we have 5 set 2 times with 3 set 3, so you times the number 5 times with 3 first, so it will become 15. And then set 2 times with set 3, so that is how you get square root of 6. Okay, so example 1, we have a few questions that we need to answer. So simplify square root of 45, square root of 24, 6 set 7 plus 2 set 7, and then 5 set 3 minus 27 set 27. And then another one is E, where we have to learn how to multiply. Okay, so let us go to the first one, square root of 45. Normally, I would advise you to find your square number, any square number that you can find inside of 45. So make sure one of the factor is a square number. So in this case, set of 45 is actually equal to set of 9 times with 5. So 9 is a square number. So square number, for example, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and so on. So those are square number. So to make it easier, normally we have to find some square number. Okay, so set of 9 times 5. So this is set 9 times with set 5. And then set of 9 is actually equal to 3. So what do we have is 3 square root of 5. So that is the first one. And now the second one, set of 24. Again, find whatever square number that you can. Okay, so the square number, we have 4, we have 9, 16, 25, and so on. But let's see, 24 can be divided by 4, so this is okay. But cannot be divided by 9, so no. 16, no. 25 is over, no. So that means we can do 4, multiply with 6, and then square root of 4, square root of 6, set of 4 is equal to 2. So it will become 2 square root of 6. So carilah satu factor yang square number. Okay, so that is for B. Now let us proceed to C. So C, we have 6 set 7 plus with 2 set 7. So those are the same set. So we can actually add them together. So we're going to have 6 plus with 2 times with set 7. So 6 plus 2 is 8. So it will become 8 set 7. So those are the addition. Another one. Okay, so 5 square root of 3 minus set of 27. So again, do make sure to simplify set of 27. So the square number 4, 9, 16, 25. Obviously, 25 doesn't work. No. 16 doesn't work. No. 4 doesn't work. No. So that means we are left with 9. So 27 is 9 times 3. So we're going to separate them to become set 9 times 3. So set 9, set 3. And then set 9, as you know, it should become 3. So we have 5 set 3 minus 3 set 3. And then since these two are similar, so set 3 and set 3. So that means we can easily subtract the number. So 5 minus 3, which is equal to 2. So this is 2 set 3. Okay, so D, done. Now let us proceed with E. Okay, so E, we have 8 set 2 times with 5 set 6 plus with set 2. So you expand them one by one. So 8 times with 5 first, so it will become 40. And then set 2 times with set 6, so that will become set of 12. And then 8 times with 1, so 8. Set 2 times with set 2, so square root of 4. Okay, so now I'll give you 1 minute for you to simplify this until the simplest one. So 1 minute starting from now. Okay, so now let us simplify them. Okay, so 12. So this one can actually be simplified. So the square number that we know. So we have 4, 9, 16. Obviously not 60, not 9. So that means it's supposed to be 4. So square root of 12 or set of 12 that can be simplified to become 4 times with 3 and then square root of 4. You can actually simplify them to become 2. And then over here, we can actually separate the set. So it will become set 4, set 3. And then don't forget to times the number with number. So we have 40 times with 2. So set of 80. Sorry, not set. 40 times 2 is 80. So 80 set 3 plus with 16. Okay, so that's it for E. Okay. Now, conjugate of set. Okay, so the sum and difference of two sets are conjugate set to each other. So for example, square root of 7 plus square root of 2 or set 7 plus set 2 is the conjugate of set 7 minus set 2. And then negative set 5 plus 2 set 3 is the conjugate of negative set 5 minus set 3. Okay, so do make sure if you have two like make sure to change the middle term. So this one is a plus, so change it to minus. If this is a minus, change it to a plus. So minus will become a plus. Okay, so now multiplication of conjugate of set a rational number. Okay, so if let's say you have set of 7 plus set 2, you times with set of 7 minus set 2, what do you have is definitely a rational number because you multiply with its own conjugate. Okay, so this is for example set 7 plus set 2 and then this is set of 7 minus set 2. So when you open the bracket, you should be able that you will cancel out the set. Hence, you're going to get A minus B, which is simply a rational number. So that is what over here. Okay, now rationalizing a denominator. A fraction is always simplified to the form with no set in denominator. So for mathematician, there are two things that we hate the most. The first one is that if you have a fraction and suddenly you have I in your denominator, so those are the things that we hate the most. so that you should multiply with the conjugate. Another one is when you have something with a set in your denominator. So those are the things that we hate as well. So that means you should always simplify them so that you don't have anything with I in your denominator or a set in your denominator. Okay, so how do we simplify them? Okay, so basically you multiply both numerator denominator. If let's say you only have one term, then that means you should only multiply with a set. Okay, so for example, 3 over set. So when you multiply set, simply multiply with set 2 over set. So that is what we know over here, the set. So if you get your denominator equal to a plus 4, set 2 plus set 5, plus 2 plus over 2 plus set 5. This is conjugate of bracket. This is a form to term. Okay, so sekarang ni dengar ke tak? Sampai mana? Tiba-tiba terputus. Tak tahulah. Kerja saya buat kerja tak? Awak je. Sorry. Okay, so now, is everyone okay? Can you see me? Are you guys doing good? Okay. Dengar. Okay, good. Okay. So now, I think I stop. Macam masa depan kita. Tak, masa depan saya cerah. Jauh lagi perjalanan saya. PhD saya tak siap lagi. Jangan duk kata masa depan gelap. Okay. Alright, so now let us continue then. Okay, so now multiply both denominator and both numerator and denominator. So you can either times with the set So this is for one term. And then the conjugate of denominator if you have two terms. So do make sure to change the middle sign. Tertekan kita. Minta maaf lah. Tertekan sekejap Saya tengok. Tadi rasa macam dah cancel dah. Tertekan lagi ke? Tadi dah cancel lah. Okay, tak apa. Dah tak ada dah. Okay. Now, next, let us go to the example. Okay, so example 2, rationalize the denominator of the following fraction. Okay, so we got 3 set 2 and then another one is 2 set 3 over 5 minus square root of 3. Okay, so let us proceed with A. Okay, so 3 set 2, there is only one term, so we should multiply with the set. So this is 3 set 2 times with set 2 over set 2. So you times them first. So 3 times with set 2. So it will become 3 set 2. And then set 2 times with set 2. So that is how you get. So it will become 3 set 2 over 2. Okay, so now I give you 1 minute for you to do question B. So 1 minute starting from now. Okay. Right. So now let us do B. Okay, so we have 2 sec 3 over minus 3. So of course you times with the conjugate of this. So simply change this sign. So times with 5 plus sec 3 over 5 plus sec 3. And then we're going to expand them. So this one times with this times with this. So 2 sec 3 times with 5. So 2 times 5 first. So it will become 10 set of 3. And then 2 set 3 times with set 3. So that is how you get 2 set 3 square. 5, so that is how you get 25. 5 times set 3, so 5 set 3, negative set 3 times with 5. So negative 5 set 3, negative set 3 times with positive set 3. So negative set 3 square. Set 3, if you square them, that will simply be 3. Set 3 square, this is also 3. And then these two can easily be cancelled out. Okay, so what do we have is 10 set of 3 plus with 6 over 22. Okay, so that is the final one for that. For example 4, that is actually your homework. So if you didn't get the question, later on I'll send you it to our WhatsApp group. Okay, so example 4. So now let us proceed to the log. So there are quite a few things that we have to know about log. So at the end of the lesson, you should be able to express the law of logarithm. So for example, the first one, where if we have multiplication, we can actually separate the log to become a plus. If we have a division, it will become a minus. Or we can actually bring the power in front, and we should be able to learn how to change the base of the log because we're going to use them later on in equation. Okay, so logarithm, exponent and logarithm are related. So the exponent asks how many times to use the number in multiplication, and the logarithm answer what the exponent is. Okay, so for example, 2 to the power of what is equal to 8. So in logarithm, logarithm will answer what is the exponent. So this is actually the exponent. So that means if you do log to the base of 2 over here of 8, then that means the exponent is equal to 3. Therefore, the logarithm equals the exponent. Okay, so these are the formula that we have to know. Log to the base of a n equal to x. So that means if you want to change from log to index, so take the base over here. So a to the power of x is simply equal to n. Okay, done. So now for the following, write down an expression for a logarithm in a suitable base. Okay, so for example, this one is 1,000 is equal to a 10 cube. Okay, so now if we want to use a log, so since this one is 10 to the power of 3, it is better for us to choose log to the base of 10. So 1,000 is equal to 10 cube. So that means log to the base of 10 of 1,000 is equal to 3. So this is the index for the exponent. For B, so this is what our answer want, the index. So that means log 2, 1 over 32 is equal to negative 5. Or use this formula. So this is A. So this is A to the power of X equal to N. So N A X. So log to the base of A. So A is 10. N is equal to X. Oops, A. Okay, so this one, again, this is N A X. So log to the base of A, N equal to X. Okay, next. Without using calculator, find the value of log to the base of 3, 81, and then log to the base of 5 of 125. Okay, so log 3, 81. So what is 81? 81 is actually 3 to the power of 4. So we can replace the 81 with 3 to the power of 4. So replace this 81 with 3 to the power of 4. So what do we have is log 3, 3 to the power of 4. So since you have some power over here, you can bring them in front. So it will become 4 log 3, 3. And log 3, 3 is actually equal to 1. So it will become 4 times 1. So that is how you get 4. And then B, log 5, 1 to 5. So find out first 5 to the power of what in order to get 1 to 5. So 5 cube is actually equal to 1 to 5. So change them. So it will become log 5, 1 to 5 is log 5, 5 cube. So you're going to bring the power down. So 3 log 5, 5. And then log 5, 5 is actually equal to 1. So it will become 3 times 1. So that is how you get 3 at the end. So that is how we simplify. So next. Okay, so now the reading part. Natural logarithm. Okay, so natural logarithm is log to the base of e with e, or we normally call them as Euler number, which is about 2.71828 with the abbreviation of ln. So some people call it natural logarithm. So for me, I prefer to call it a ln sebab dia macam senang nak sebut ln. Tapi dia tak ada tak betul sangat, salah juga sebenarnya sebut tu. Normally the panjang, the correct is natural logarithm. Okay, so ln of x is actually log to the base of e, x. So definition of common logarithm. So normally we have log of x equal to log to the base of 10x. So that is a common logarithm. We have 10 as our base. In natural logarithm, we have log to the base of e of x. Okay, so do take note, if you have log to the base of 10, normally the way we write down is simply log of x without the 10 below. If you have log to the base of ex, we simply write them down as ln x or ln x. Okay, next law of logarithm. Okay, so there are a few laws that we have to remember. So if you have log m plus with log n, so this is actually equal to log m times n. So for example, if you have log 6 plus with log 2x, so since these two are the same base, we can actually multiply the number behind. So that is how you get 6x. Second, log m minus log n. So this is equal to log m over n. So if you have log 510 minus log 5y, so since both of them are having the same base, we're going to take the 10 and the y. So it will become log 510 over y. Okay, so now log m to the power of n. So this is what I used before this. Okay, so if we have some power, we can actually bring the power in front. So it will become n log m. So for example, if you have log 2 x to the power of 4, so this is actually 4 log 2x. And there is one thing that I should remind you, if you, let's say you have log of 3x squared, this is not equal to 2 log 3x. Not equal. Why? Because the 2 only belong to the x. It doesn't belong to the 3. Unless you do have something like log of 3x squared, then this is actually equal to 2 log of 3x. Because the 2 belong to both 3 and x. So dia dua-dua lah kena kuasa baru kita boleh tarik dia ke depan. Yang ini satu term je, so tak apalah. Satu benda je. Okay, next. So the log base, if they are not within the same base, so that is how we're gonna learn how to change it to the same base later on. Okay, so all the rules and properties of logarithm are applicable for natural logarithm. So this is in general log to the base of a. And then we have a common log. So common log, that means your base should be 10. For natural log, the base should be e or Euler number. Okay, so log to the base of a, so log a1 is equal to 0. So log 1 also equal to 0. In natural logarithm, ln of 1 also equal to 0. So you just simply change the base, but as long as you have 1 at the back, it is always equal to 0. Log AA is equal to 1. So in general, log AA is equal to 1. If you have 10 as your base, so it should be log 10, 10 equal to 1. If you have E as your base, so it should be ln of E equal to 1. So again, in general, log A to the power of x is equal to x. So this one, they are similar. So we got the same base over here and here. So that is how we can easily simplify them. So log 10 to the power of x is also equal to x. And for e, is supposed to be e to the power of x. So ln ex is equal to x. And then over here, if let's say you have log as your exponent or your index, so a, so we have a, log ax, so we have the same base here and here. So we can actually simplify them to simply become x. So this one is 10 to the power of log to the base of 10x. So that is how you get x. If you have e, it's supposed to be e to the power of ln x. So that is how you get x as your answer. Okay, so done with this. Next. Okay, so let us go to example 6. Write the following as single logarithm. So we have log 8 minus log 6 plus with log 9. And then another one is log 2 3 plus 5 log 2 x minus 8 log 2 y. Okay, so let me go to the first one. Log 8 minus log 6 plus with log 9. So check the base first. So this is base 10, base 10, base 10. So we can do some law of logarithm then. So since we have a minus over here, it will become a division. This one will become a multiplication. So that means 8 over 6 times with 9. And then in front, you should write down some. So log 8 over 6 times with 9. And then you should simplify them. So 9 and 6. So this is 3, this is 2, 1, and 4. So this is 4 times 3, which is simply equal to log of 12. Okay, so now I'm going to give you around 2 minutes, I think. So I give you 2 minutes for you to do question C. So saya bagi 2 minit lah untuk jawab soalan C. Okay, dah siap. Okay, so now let us check. Okay, so let us check the base. So this is 2, 2, and 2. So that means all of them are having similar base. So we are good with similar base. Okay, so now I have some number in front of the log. So let us bring them up. So we have x to the power of 5, y to the power of 8. So any number in front of the log, bring them up as some power. And then we have plus log, so it will become multiplication. And then log minus log, so it will become a division. Okay, so what do you have is log 2, 3x to the power of 5 over y to the power of 8. So that's it for this example. Next. Okay, so I leave this as your homework. So write as a sum or difference of log. So we have 2 questions over here. So you can answer them. So now let us proceed to 8. Express y in terms of x for each of the following equation. Okay, so this is how the exam question normally looks like. Okay, betul. Alhamdulillah, betul. Okay, so now log y equal to 2 log x. Okay, so I have some number in front of the log here. So let us bring them up as the power. So log y is equal to log x square. So since both of them is a log with the same base, so this is log to the base of 10. This is also log to the base of 10. So that means I can easily compare the number behind it. So that means y is equal to x square. So done with the first one. Next, we have 1 plus with log y equal to 3 log x. So since I have some number in front of the log, I'm going to bring them up. Okay, so this number, bring them up, so it will become log x cubed. And then to get a 10, I want to change everything into log. So that is how we change the 1 to log to the base of 10, 10. So log 10, 10 is equal to 1. Okay, so now we have a log plus a log. So now we're going to use the rule for them. So log plus log, that is multiplication. Oh, jadikan y sebagai subjek dulu. Tak apalah, boleh lah. Okay, so log y is equal to log x cubed minus with log 10. So now division for this. So it will become log of x cubed over 10. And then since this one is a log, this is also a log. Simply compare the number behind. So you're going to get that y is equal to x cubed over 10. Okay, so done with this. Now let's go to the next one. Change of base. Okay, so this is the formula for changing from base A to base 10. Okay, so log AM is equal to x. So that means m is equal to a to the power of x. Okay, so if we have log BM, so log BM is equal to x log BA. So we have to apply log base B on both sides. So that means x is simply log BM over log BA. Okay, so if let's say we start from log A, M, and then we change it to a new base, which is called the B. So instead of A, we change it to B now. So that means it will become log to the new base, log B, M, over log B, A. Okay, so these are the things that we should take note. Log AM is equal to log BM over log BA. Okay, so in chapter 2, most of the time you're going to use the change of base. So do remember this formula. Next. Okay, so in the special case where m is equal to b, so we can actually simplify that. So if let's say the m is b, so we change the m now. So it will become log bb over log ba. But since number is similar to here, then we can actually simplify this to become 1. So that is how we get 1 over log ba. Okay, so now example 9, evaluate correct to 4 decimal places. Okay, so if you are using a normal calculator, I think just like mine, I think you cannot change the base. So using the grey color, I think you can change the base. But for normal calculator, we cannot change the base. So that means if you have something and we cannot easily use our calculator. So for we have to know how to change the base so that we can use our calculator the value of the log. Okay, so for example, if let's say we have log 3, 5. So log 3, 5, we're going to use the change of base for them. So log 3, 5, this is log 10, 5 over log 10, 3. And then you can use your calculator to calculate what is the value of log 5. And then what is the value of log 5. Okay, so use your calculator and then the value of log 5 over log 3 is 1.4650. Okay, so now the second one, we have log 510. Okay, so again, use the change of base because we cannot easily calculate if we have 5 as our base. So log 510, change the base. So it will become 1 over log of 5. So do check what is the value for log 5 and then take the reciprocal of them. So it will become 1.4307. Okay, now since we have the time, so this is not a homework. So example 10, express a single logarithm to base 10. Mana soalan dia? Hilang Sekejap soalan dia. Sekejap. Saya cari soalan dia. Eh, Okay, so now express a single logarithm. Express as a single logarithm to base 2. So we have log 2x plus with log 8x. So now for this question, I'm going to give you around 3 minutes for you to change it into a single base, which is base of 2. So your 3 minutes starting from now. Sabarlah. Okay, so now let us continue. Okay, so log 2x plus with log 8x. Okay, so let us use the change of base over here. So change everything to the base of 2. So instead of 8, change it to 2. So it will become log 2x over log 8. And then do you remember what is 8? 8 is actually 2 to the power of 3. So we can actually change this one to become 2 to the power of 3. Okay, so if let's say we have log 2, 2 to the power of 3, you're going to bring the power in front. So this is 3 log 2, 2. And log 2, 2 is actually equal to 1. So that is how you only end up with 3. So this is log 2x. So this is log 2x over 3. So if let's say we do factorize the log 2x, so it will become log 2x. And then we're going to have 1 plus with 1 over 3, which is simply 4 over 3. So it will become 4 over 3 log 2x. Okay, so with that, I think that's all for chapter 1. So that means for the next lecture, we will do chapter 2. So we're going to start with the equation for the next lecture. Okay, bye-bye everyone. Bye. Tamat sudah untuk jam yang pertama, minggu yang kedua. Bye.